Now, as promised, here's the interview of Jennie Breeden, the cartoonist that does the online comic, The Devil's Panties. It's a kind of a long interview, so let's just get right to it. Say, if someone has been doing a comic for about a year, so to go from there, what would be your first step for getting into conventions?
After you've had about a year's worth of material, so you have a good bit, the first time you do a convention, you want to book, maybe, get a half a table. See if it's in an area where you know somebody, you have family there, maybe it's in your own neighborhood, your own town, so that you can cut down on hotel costs, transportation costs. Ideally, if you can find a convention in your own area, that way you can eat from your own kitchen, use your own bathroom, use your own facilities.
Right.
And then you want to put together some merchandise. You can print off from your computer, 8.5 by 11, print it on both sides, fold it over a table and make your own little booklets, sell them for $1 or $2. Or go to Kinko's and make little booklets.
The zine thing?
The zine thing, definitely.
Right. Is it pronounced zine or zine?
Could be zine. I always thought zines were like 1980 magazine type things. I might be wrong with my lingo.
Right.
But for other things that I did was you print off a print of one of your best cartoons, your famous artwork, and you sell that for $5 or something. You can get on eBay a hand button maker, and so you can write something and make it into a button, so you'll have buttons. Or get some magnets and print out some stuff and take a piece of glass, those glass beads. You glue the glass bead on top of whatever word you printed out, some sort of little phrase that people would like, be weird or just unique, or some sort of funky little phrase. It doesn't even have to do with your webcomic at all. It's something that somebody will identify with. I like being weird, or normal people scare me.
I see.
And at all possible, try to put your web address on all of your merchandise, so that if somebody likes the little piece of glass or the piece of jewelry or whatever print you made or button you made, that's an easy advertising that they can take it home. Somebody can admire it, maybe read the web address. Once you have a couple of different things, there's little crafty things you can do. You can order shrinking inks online. I've tried to do, you can go online and look for shrinking inks. I ordered some shrinking inks. Shrinking inks, they're pieces of plastic that you write on or you draw something on it, and then you put it in the toaster oven and it shrinks down to something really small.
I remember those now, yeah.
They were fun to play with. As far as, I tried to do them as like an actual marketing thing, and it was a lot of work for a little thing. Early on, you're just looking to make a product. You're not really looking at the cost. The first couple of conventions that you do, you might make enough to pay for the table. Or you might, you're not going to make a profit off of it. You're still learning.
Now, but as far as getting into the convention, you just not go to the website for the convention and you follow the links.
You look under artist registration, artist alley. Usually, if it's a anime convention or a comic book convention, they'll have registration, they'll have artist alley, and they'll have an area to register for artist alley.
So do you have to submit stuff to prove that you're good, or
no?
You just have to have money?
Yeah, usually a half table usually costs. I know that a wizard convention, it's usually about $150 for a table. Some of the anime conventions are a little bit higher. The indie conventions are very expensive, which I find to be ironic. Some of the small press conventions are more of the craft type of, and anything you find in a small press convention will have a lot of work put into it, a lot of handmade stuff. Fantastic stuff and a good networking. Some conventions are worth it just so you can network and get connections and get other ideas. The glass bead on the printout, and then you glue that onto a magnet. I got that from somebody else at SPS.
How do you feel about the guerrilla marketing type stuff?
I found that now what I'll do is your most important piece that when you bring to a convention is a business card. And I actually print off. I got the multiple set of fluorescent paper from Office Max, and I printed off on my computer a whole bunch of sheets on this fluorescent paper. what sold the best. You know, what phrase catches people's eyes. I found bright pink paper that says not satanic porn caught people's eye. Has very little to do with the webcomic.
Yeah.
See? It works.
It does. Your comic name works very well too.
And I can afford some actual business cards, but I just bought printing paper from Office Max. Got a huge, you know, couple hundred sheets of it. And you hand it out at conventions. I have a huge stack of them. Hand them out to everybody.
Right.
If you're walking the convention, you don't have a table, you just have a backpack full of stuff and you hand it out. I went into the girls' bathroom and I left a stack of business cards on top of the towel, you know, box. I had a guy go in with tape and tape up you don't want to do it permanent, you'll get in trouble for that. But I would tape up a business card in front of eye level, in front of the urinals. Or in the girls' stalls. I would do it just where the girls would sit down, and I'd do it eye level so that when you were looking for reading material. Sure enough, when I was handing out cards at my table, some of the girls would look over and go, "Oh yeah, I saw that in the bathroom," which they
like
go, "What?"
Anger management with the TVs up there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you don't want to. There was a ban on some conventions on selling stickers because people would graffiti. You don't want your guerrilla marketing to be destructive because your website is on there. They know where to find you. If you deface something with your web address, they can go find you. Yeah, I mean, don't be stupid. Don't inconvenience. Don't piss anybody off.
All right. Now, what is the best way to start trading links with other webcomics?
A polite way is saying, "Hey, I really like your stuff. I did some fan art for you. I have a website. Here's a link to my website."
Oh, so it's good to start with little
appreciation. Not necessarily. You don't want to email them and say, "Hey, not necessarily. Can we trading link?" That's fine. Say, "Hey, I really like your stuff. I have a link on my website. Here's my website."
Good.
I've had a couple people. Yeah. I really like your stuff. By the way, I have something as well. I had a couple of people say, "Yeah, I have a MySpace account. You should check it out." They didn't give me a link. They didn't tell me where it was. You don't want to have the person search for it. If you're going to have banners, if you say, "Hey, let's do a banner exchange," don't make them search for the banners. Provide them with the banners.
Okay. How many times a week should you have to really become a good artist?
It varies because some people are doing full page, full color, and that's once a week.
Right.
Other people are doing a standard comic and maybe 3 times a week. It doesn't really matter. You really don't want to do anything longer than 1 week, once a week. You know, if they have to wait 2 weeks, they're going to forget where they saw it. People have short attention spans. But if it's going to be full page, full color, once a week is fine. Whatever you do, if you say that you're going to update once a week or 3 times a week, you do that no matter what. Even if it's a filler, even if it's a squiggle. I had an update that is on the back of a envelope. Yeah, that is "I'm drunk," and I
saw one on your site. I came in there one time looking for the update, and it was just, "I've jacked myself up on caffeine and I can't eat this one. Oh, it'll be up later." And then you actually took that down and put the comic up, which I thought was really good. You know?
Yeah, fill in some of the holes because when you have that, I have the entire month, and which cartoons are up is one color, and if I miss one, there's a little black number for that day of the month. Yeah, and so you can tell when I do it every other day, or when I miss some. So, and that's very much when I'm at a convention, I say, "Here's my it's a webcomic, it updates every day." If you tell somebody, "I've been doing this for 6 years and it's updated every day," they go, "Oh, I am going to try to check it out," because it's not something that's going to be fly by night. It's not something that's going to stop all of a sudden. Yeah.
And thank you for your time and all the inspiration, and keep up the good work.
Glad I could help. Thank you.
Alrighty.
I have to go get my leaf blower now.
Right. I think I'll probably get video of that as well. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, And please, please, please visit my website. My comic is called Frog Skin Boots, and the website is Ash Designs Online.